Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to this next Aruba Island walk. Good afternoon,
Good
Marlene.
afternoon.
We are going to do this next leg from the EcoTec where we left off last time. If you haven't watched the other videos, you might want to check them out after this one. But without further ado, let's continue on the Barcadera Road.
Yes, let's go.
And just briefly, if you are unfamiliar what the EcoTec is, this is the, kind of like the new recycling place here on Aruba. And we talked about it during the previous walk, that the dumpster closed down last year, and this is what replaced it. And as we see some bikers come along, we might go on the other side to walk in just a moment. Should we go on the other side, do you think? It looks a little bit easier for walking. And the Barcadera Road is fairly long. We have quite ambitious goals this afternoon. We just drove along it and we don't know if we're going to reach our goal, but we'll try to keep a faster pace this afternoon. And thank you for joining us during this walk. If you are not familiar with this channel, my name is Jairo and she is Marlene.
Yes.
And she also has a channel on YouTube. Maybe you want to talk about it just briefly, about your channel.
Okay. Yeah, I have my own channel, Balashi. I make a lot of shorts during about 15 seconds or 20 or 1 minute. Yeah. I show all kinds of things on Aruba. The last walk we did was the Daimari beach, and I put a few shorts about it. The beautiful thing there is there is a big palm tree forest, a large. Yeah, I never saw it. I knew that it was there, but I never saw that it was quite that big.
Exactly.
Really beautiful area. And now all the purple flowers are blooming, so it's definitely worth visiting it. Although it's quiet, it's not so easy to walking there.
It's not easy to get there.
To get there.
Yeah, our excuses for the traffic noise. Let's walk behind each other for a while. This road is not necessarily made for pedestrians, or at least has a lot of grass growing on the sides, and it's a very industrial road, you could call it. Probably the most industrial road on Aruba. A lot of, among other things, the Arugas. The Arugas company, the main gas company. And what else? Yeah, the EcoTec. And there's also, we passed by a industrial rental in the previous walk briefly. And such. We also hope to further ahead pass, not exactly in front of it, but where they make the Balashi beer, among other things. But getting back to your channel, my recommendation is that if you cannot wait every week or so for our videos or walks, then go and subscribe to Marlin's channel, Travel Dutchie, and keep up with the latest latest places. You show a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
So food and especially nature. We like to be outside a lot. And you create really, it's not because you're my partner, but you create really beautiful videos and have gotten really, really good at it, and really kind of like show some, what I would call like some hidden gems also, almost.
Yeah.
A lot of things that people don't maybe even ever get to see, even locals.
Yeah, we see a lot of beautiful things. Animals.
We are always looking for new things to show you.
Yeah.
I have something in my shoe. Oh, I have a torn. I don't think that's the worst one. Yeah, that's the one. Not the first time. I thought I was like, is it me or am I feeling something? It's not the longest one, but
No.
these shoes are not hiking shoes, so that's the reason why it got through. Well, you learn that also about Aruba. You definitely have to make sure you got good shoes when you are going out. By the way, just briefly, I see the Avis car rental offices. And yeah. We can see the moon also
And the
rising.
weather is so quiet. It's really changing.
Yeah, it's not as windy today, especially this morning. It wasn't. Right now it's just after 6 p.m. And even at this time, I mean, we still have some wind, but we went from saying in the previous video that it's very windy, and now in this video all of a sudden the weather changed. And yeah, that's how it goes. The water was very calm this morning, and it's beautiful to see. Mm-hmm. This is the veterinary dienst, veterinary department of the island, the department of the government officially. And this road so where this car is coming from is from the double lane road, which leads to also parts of St. Nicholas, and also if you go to the left I'm confusing you all. So if you take this road, you go to the left, you reach Oranjestad, the airport first, and then Oranjestad. And if you go to the right, you reach, say, Chiquito, where we are heading to in the next couple of walks, and Savaneta, and then eventually St. Nicholas, etc. Our goal is to reach the easternmost part of the island, and I often get asked how many legs we still have to go before we reach that, and I started counting them more or less the other day, and I think we still have well over 10. Well over, but maybe some 15 or so, maybe more or less. By the way, this is the Diensttechnische Inspectie. This is where you bring your car to do the inspection.
Oh.
Okay, so
Here we have to go.
yeah, we have to bring our cars
Yeah.
here to
Coming
do the
week.
inspection and get the okay so you don't get fines on the road from the police. So that's more or less what this road has. This one I don't know what it is.
No.
Looks somewhat new, but it went from being a more of a housing area neighborhood to industrial. Oh, there's a pink pink cow.
Must be Dutch.
Who knows what this is? Because I saw some over there further up the road as well.
A cow?
Yeah, a building with one or two of them.
Okay.
Have you ever seen them? I
No.
don't know if it's something new. We have the blue horses in our Island, but I haven't seen the pink cows. If you know what that means, let me know. Let us know in the comment below. Oh, I took a deviation, but it I don't know if it's the best idea. Let's get back to the road. No cars, so it's good. See some, what I assume is the cellular antennas. We do have two companies. The CETAR, which is the, let's say, the local government-owned company. More snakes. And we also have the Digicel that's been around for close to 20 years, I think, or so. Italia Aruba Corporation Wholesale and Food Store. As I mentioned also in the previous video, this is not perhaps the most scenic route per se that we are doing off this island walk. So we understand that, and we appreciate you being here and watching till this far in the video. Hopefully you can hang around till the end. And yes, we do walk back. All of these walks, we use it a little bit like an exercise, right?
Yeah.
So So I don't know if you guys can spot it, but the building way back there is where the delicious local beer is made. The Balashi Chill and Mango beer, among others. So that's where it is. And yeah, we love, well, I don't know if we love it, but I mean, we do drink the Balashi quite often.
Yes.
I'm not, it might sound that we are true beer drinkers, but we're not that much into alcohol, quite frankly. But we do enjoy a Balashi so now and then, and yeah, they have some of the best prices also.
Yeah.
It's one of the cheapest beer on the island.
Let me stay.
And yes, and for the price, it's certainly a very good beer, and we certainly recommend trying it on the island. Now, I think you heard the other day something like that is the Balashi is not for export or something like that. Did you not hear that? That I hear? No.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand you.
So I think you were in a store or something one day, and I don't think I was with you. And you came back home and you said that someone was saying that the Balashi beer is not for export.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There was a person who was giving tours.
I see.
And he was telling that it's very special, that you really have to taste it here on Aruba because there is no export. Not
Yeah.
export.
I've never walked on this bridge. I know. I remember years ago we used to go here with the car, and we used to get to a part where there's a beach. So maybe one day I'd like to check that out if that still exists. But the area here has changed a lot, and I don't know if there's still even a foot access to it. So that's something we can come and check one of these days. So we start, and maybe not, you might start hearing some background noises again of maybe a large turbine or something similar. And what it is the water and energy plant. We call it here WEP. So you will write it as the World Wide Web, basically. WEB, Water- en Energiebedrijf. And I was just wondering what's here. I think there used to be, I don't know if it still exists, but there used to be like a radio control car racetrack here, I think. Yeah. Better watch where I'm walking, because it's not very easy. And while I feature it very briefly, you can go to my library, go a little bit back, scroll down, and you will find top 10 free things to do on Aruba. And I included the tour of the web. And you could take this tour. I was not allowed to really film, but I do mention it. And you get a presentation of how they produce the energy for the whole island, and also the really good water that we have here. Tap water is so very drinkable. Huh? The Aruba water. Yeah. And you should have no issues drinking it. But if you are coming here and you still have some doubts, there you can also buy water at the supermarkets.
But it's not necessary.
Not really necessary at all. It's, and I hope to say the word right, desalinated, I think. So from ocean water to drinkable water, it's a whole process that they have to get all of the salt out of the water, and it's, you know, for us to just open the, you know, chup chup, and we open it and we drink the water out of it, but it takes a while before you can do that. Now we hope in the next couple of walks to reach, among other things, parts of the Mangalhalto beach, so we can have some eye candy again. Certainly the Mangalhalto beach is one of our favorite, if not for swimming, maybe not so much, but it is an incredibly beautiful area.
Yeah.
Even to just do, you know, make a stop, take some photos. And the colors of the water is really
Magical.
one of the best, if not the best.
Yeah.
And I can only compare it with a little bit with the Rogers Beach, your favorite.
Yes.
See, this is what I mean. They have the pink cows too. We're onto something here. I have no idea.
We gaan het uitzoeken.
So we hear the turbines. It's getting louder and louder. And I'm not sure if this is the building I was in, but I was in one of these buildings, and they have like those really, really big turbines, and I could not really explain to you exactly the details of it, but it was an incredibly interesting tour for me as a local Aruban to finally learn about it. We are getting closer and closer to the entrance of the web, and possibly we'll either stop there or further up. This is one of the other, maybe you are not aware of it, but this is one of the other gas companies. on the island, Linde, and a smaller one, but also one of those options. Some of you do plan to come and live here, maybe start watching the videos and you learn more and more. So sometimes even we as locals, we need to ask around where things are. And this road coming up here to the left is the one that leads to the old drive-in. So this one, drive-in is not open anymore, but kind of could still reopen. It did briefly for the pandemic. And we're getting also closer to the Palm Island. We might see it from far away in the next leg of this walk, perhaps. But yeah, the drive-in, we did have it for years, and for me growing up, it was lots of fun to go. And I even made a vlog about that one also, when it reopened. It was quite a while back, to think of it now. And I wish it would come back. It's one of those very, very fun things to do. See some marine, some barge and boats, marine repairs, I assume. These have been around for many years. Oh, I have something for you. Look at that. The KLM is coming. So it is landing today, as we mentioned, because of the wind or the change in it. It's landing from the other side. We say the other side. There's no really another side. It's just from the usual. And so it's landing today from the runway 29. And it's very interesting to see it. So it's arriving from Amsterdam, more or less like a 9 to 10 hour flight, depending on the winds, etc. Beautiful. There's also like the Balashi police station, I guess you could call it. I don't know if it's a real station, but it's more like a department where they have some of their departments. Not sure what is situated there the last few years. but if your car or something gets confiscated, I do believe it still comes here, so you would have to come here to get it back. We are more and more reaching the last part of this walk, and let's stop it where those traffic signs more or less are coming up. Okay, so we can start the next time from that same point. So if you are unfamiliar where we are basically, if you look at the other sign back there, it says to the right for the Palm Island. We are a little bit tired this afternoon, but hope you have enjoyed this video, this leg, and hopefully more beautiful things to see next time. Thanks for your patience and for joining.
You too.
See you guys in the next one. Bye bye.
Bye bye.